Hey guys, welcome back. So before we go to the Earthgift Shrine, there's one last thing I need to do. Well, I don't really need to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I got the item for it. Because we got the adamantite at the Flying Fortress. And if we give it to this guy, whose name I don't remember if they given to us, we just moonwalked. The Smith. Is this adamantite? I'll use this to... I forgot how these guys talk. I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Ah, that's atrocious spelling. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her. She's yours. And we have... Excalibur. Yes, you may be wondering why I sound so bored. I'll tell you why. It's a knight-only weapon. And I went without a knight. I'm disappointed in the game, but whatever, now we're gonna go to the shrine. So the shrines, the post-whatever shrines, are all kind of modeled after later games in the series. Like this one has some rooms that are based on Final Fantasy III, and the final bosses are based on Final Fantasy III too, so... yeah, this floor is pretty straightforward. I think this dungeon has pre-made floors, but everything else we can't hold anymore? What? Oh, we have like 99 of a bunch of items now because I went shopping. Yeah, this floor and every floor... I don't know if... I think... sorry, I'm getting scrambled. I think the floors in this dungeon are preset, but every other dungeon has kind of randomized floors. So... ooh, a Black Goblin, that's new. There are a few new enemies, although I think they're native to their games they're based from. But like, this is the first dungeon from Final Fantasy III. This floor is... these first two floors were. And we're gonna go... I think... yeah, right here. There's a White Fang, and then... fight more goblins. I'm actually a bit interested in the next floor a bit more than my current one because it's got some neat stuff going for it. But, yeah. We're already seeing repeated enemies! Oh, it is randomized. Okay, this is the Dark Forest. Last time I got the desert, but oh well. And talking to these guys initiates a battle, and basically this floor is kind of a maze. It's known as the Dark Forest. There are some chests, and there's one staircase, and I believe it was visible right off of, yeah, right on the other side of that tree, so we gotta basically fight our way through the forest. Yeah. Luckily we're pretty high leveled, and I think they technically intended these dungeons to be done after you fight the, after you get through the associated regular dungeon. But the first time I played this game, I got another story about that, I tried that and I got wrecked. And now we're just gonna, you know, kill Black Goblins, because why not? They aren't that tough. I mean, heck, I think Coffee even knocked one down in one hit. Yeah? But these guys are kind of blocking the way to certain ways, but there are dead ends that I'm going to avoid. So, yeah. So... oh, that's weird. This is a Gloom Widow. And it ran away! I believe we go this way. We're gonna go the top one. I see a chest in the corner of the screen. So all we gotta do is get rid of these goblins in our way. There are really a lot of these weird enemy blocking guys. We keep getting drinks. What's up with that? Temporary. I don't like temporary items. I've mentioned that before though. Like, maybe not in this game, but in other games, I'm not a fan of temporary items. I don't see them as, like, appealing. And the little trick about this dungeon is something you'll see on the 5th floor. My mic is falling off. but there are 4 bosses at the end of the dungeon, and the 4 bosses are all from Final Fantasy III. But I'm honestly not sure if this forest was in that game, because it's been a while. But we found a black owl. That sounds interesting. I'm not going to. Ooh, it's a ninja item. I wonder if it's better. It seems like something that would be. Yeah, what did that do? Better attack, defense, and evasion. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm gonna battle this guy and mask it then. The sad thing is I'm not even really sick anymore. I'm just sneezy. And that was the best way to mask a sneeze. I just hope I remember to edit the video. Okay. Ooh, is that a new thing? A desert pede? I think it is, because I thought that was like a desert enemy. Huh. Oh well, it dies pretty quick, so that's cool. But I think I spoiled this already, but I tested the dungeon out earlier, and in that time, the desert was the 3rd floor, and I didn't reach this one yet because I stopped in the middle of the desert, because I just wanted to make sure stuff was recording. Because for whatever reason, my recording software settings reset. And I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Sometimes a chest spawns in this spot, but it didn't this time. Anyways, love it when they run away. It's actually kind of funny, like, I'm gonna fight you! No, I'm not. Ooh, there's a grave! And, oh, I can't read it. Dang it. We're almost there, yeah. Yep, it's right there. Ooh, music change. So this is the Endless Desert. It's like another wraparound map. And basically what you want to do is you want to go in one direction until you find some trees. And... oh, I know exactly where we are. So basically if you follow the arrows, like the trees are kind of pointing in one direction, and basically you follow the little arrows they point, and eventually it takes you to the exit. However, I have a map, and I know that the exit's right there. However, I also know that down this way, there should be a chest. Yep. But I can't hold any more of whatever's in there. But this is really the only area that doesn't require a map, because it's got arrows literally pointing to where you need to go. Like, eventually it would have taken me to this spot, where there's a silver apple? I think I know what that does. And I want to open it, and I'm going to use it in a second. But you basically respawn in a random, or when you spawn on this level, you end up in a random position every time, so you always need to kind of explore a bit to figure out where you are and like where your next tree is. Elven Cloak. Ooh, all of you can wear one. I wonder if it's any better. Because there is some neat equipment here. Oh, that's a shield. Yeah, you need it because you don't have very... well, actually, you know what? No, you don't. Tadpole needs it because he has the lowest health of anyone here. So you get the pretty elven cloak, Tadpole. You're welcome. Ooh, Catoblepas, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. We're gonna punch them in the face and make them the dead. Yep. Yeah, that's a weird name. But it gave a pretty good amount of experience in Gil, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh, there we go. Almost missed my turn off. And back to the Oasis. We're gonna go in here. And this is the final floor of the dungeon. I don't think there are any enemy things, but there are 4 boss rooms, and once you go into one, you're locked in. So the whole issue with this dungeon is you have to go into it 4 times if you want to kill all the bosses. Which isn't too bad if you've, you know, leveled up properly like I have. So I think what I'm going to do is, basically next time on Final Fantasy, we're going to go through a boss montage of the Earthgift Shrine and fight the 4 fiends of Final Fantasy III. So I'll see you then, guys. Take care.